Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most notable celebrities who once had it all, only to lose everything at the peak of their careers.
I'm a competitor. It's what I've done my whole life.
Number 10, The Chicks. Formed in 1989, The Chicks rose from obscurity to become one of the most popular bands in a decade. By the early 2000s, they dominated country music, becoming the best-selling all-female band in history and winning multiple Grammy Awards. However, after the tragic September 11th attacks, lead vocalist Natalie Mains opposed George W. Bush's decision to invade Iraq. During a 2003 performance in London, Mains criticized Bush, a move that was deemed unpatriotic by the country music industry.
So you know, we're on the good side with y'all. We do not want war, violence. We're ashamed of the President of the United States.
This backlash led to the group being blacklisted, resulting in a sharp decline in music sales and a loss of sponsorships. The Chicks eventually made a comeback with their Grammy-winning 2006 album, Taken the Long Way, though it failed to reach their former level of success. Number 9, Charlie Sheen. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Charlie Sheen established himself as a leading man on the big screen, but it was the CBS sitcom 2.5 Men that made Sheen a television powerhouse.
Charlie? You okay?
Sure. Why do you ask?
By the 8th season, Sheen was earning a whopping $1.78 million per episode, making him the highest-paid actor on TV. Having attained such unprecedented heights, Sheen proved there was nowhere to go but down.
How do you survive that?
Because I'm me. Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man.
The actor, who was grappling with substance use disorder at the time, publicly insulted creator Chuck Lorre during a radio show appearance.
I've spent, I think, close to the last decade converting your tin cans into pure gold.
This ultimately led to him being fired and replaced with Ashton Kutcher. Sheen may no longer be the bankable star he once was, but at least he appears to have achieved sobriety. Number 8, Millie Vanilli. Many aspiring singers dream of winning the Grammy Award for Best New Artist. For Millie Vanilli, the R&B duo from Munich, that dream became a reality in 1990.
Girl, you know it's true.
The duo had seen an unprecedented rise to fame in the late 80s, fueled by their album, Girl You Know It's True. This album not only won them the Grammy, it also produced 3 consecutive #1 singles, a remarkable feat for a new act. However, the rapid success was short-lived. It was soon revealed that the duo didn't sing any of the songs on the album and only lip-synced during live performances. Just like that, their Grammy was revoked, the recording contract terminated, and their legacy forever tarnished.
Yeah, I just tried to give you guys an answer.
Number 7, Paula Dean. With multiple TV shows, a string of successful cookbooks, and her own restaurant chain, Paula Dean was at the pinnacle of her culinary career.
Can you believe you grew up in the back of a gas station and you're here?
I just got in from Indiana last night. Mm-hmm. We walked in the house and I said, "Can you believe that we live here?" That I'm not coming to clean up their house. I actually live here.
However, her reputation took a severe hit when a former employee sued her for racial and sexual discrimination. When she was deposed, Dean admitted to using racial slurs in the past. Although the lawsuit was eventually dropped, the transcript of the deposition leaked, resulting in a massive public backlash.
Context is never an excuse for using derogatory statements towards any group or race of people.
Dean tried to quell the flames by releasing a series of bizarre apology videos online and appearing on the Today Show to apologize further, but none of these attempts seemed to work.
It's important to me that I tell you and everyone out there what I believe and how I live my life.
Consequently, the Food Network terminated her contract, and she lost several other endorsement deals. Number 6, Jussie Smollett. The Fox musical drama series Empire became a huge hit in the mid-2010s, propelling its lesser-known actors to global fame. Among them was Jussie Smollett, who portrayed middle son Jamal Lyon. This role seemed like the ideal launching pad for a successful Hollywood career, but Smollett confounded everyone when he fabricated a fake hate crime against himself in 2019.
For weeks, authorities investigated the claims, but later determined Smollett fabricated the attack.
He then paid two brothers who had appeared as extras on Empire to go along with his elaborate hoax by posing as his attackers. Once this revelation came to light, Smollett was fired from the show and his character was written off.
We're also told there are deep divisions among the cast over whether to continue to support him.
He was subsequently convicted of felony disorderly conduct for lying to the police and sentenced to 150 days in jail.
You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this.
Number 5. Roseanne Bar. Following the original run of her eponymous sitcom, Roseanne Bar tried her hand at various other comedy series and reality shows, but none were nearly as successful. In 2018, her show was brought back for a 10th season revival, which became a huge ratings hit and brought Bar renewed acclaim.
First, let's say grace. Jackie, would you like to take a knee?
The comedian seemed poised for a late career resurgence, but she sabotaged all of that with her own hands.
Roseanne Bar has been very controversial over the years, but people managed to look past that to a certain degree until now.
After posting a racially insensitive tweet aimed at former White House advisor Valerie Jarrett, Bar was heavily criticized by fans and her industry peers. She was fired by ABC, and Roseanne was canceled that same day. The show was eventually retooled as The Connors, and Bar subsequently faded back into obscurity.
We could not have held this all together without you.
Well, that's why I'm here. I know Roseanne would want me to step in and watch over the family.
No, it'd kill her. But she's already dead, so carry on.
Number 4. Jonathan Majors. After graduating from Yale in 2016, Jonathan Majors quickly rose to fame with roles in The Last Black Man in San Francisco and the HBO series Lovecraft Country.
Stories are like people. Love them doesn't make them perfect. You just try and cherish them. Overlook their flaws.
In 2023, Majors debuted as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a role that was considered transformative for his career.
And you think you can beat me? I am Kang! You talk to ants.
However, his portrayal of the villain was cut short in March when he was arrested for assault and aggravated harassment of his ex-girlfriend.
Over the weekend, actor Jonathan Majors was charged with assault after a 30-year-old woman told cops he attacked her.
The following month, more women accused Majors of assault, leading to his management and PR firm dropping him, and Disney removing his upcoming film Magazine Dreams from its release schedule. Majors was ultimately convicted of misdemeanor assault and harassment charges, following which he was fired by Marvel Studios.
You know, everything's kind of gone away.
Number 3. Armie Hammer. Throughout the 2010s, Armie Hammer was on a steady rise in Hollywood, starring in major projects such as The Lone Ranger and The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Did you deactivate the alarm?
Model 7010 doesn't have an alarm.
Loving your work, cowboy.
His most celebrated role came with 2017's Call Me By Your Name, which brought him international fame.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
However, in January 2021, all of that public favor dissipated when the actor's text messages were leaked, showcasing his violent fantasies against various women. Hammer initially denied the messages were his, but multiple women came forward with corroborating claims.
If you look for something, you're gonna find something that you're not gonna like, always.
As a result, Hammer either pulled out or was dropped from several upcoming projects. He subsequently moved to the Cayman Islands, where he reportedly worked as a timeshare salesman. Number 2. Kevin Spacey. Prior to the controversy that derailed his career, Kevin Spacey was a highly respected actor with 2 Academy Awards to his name.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
In the early 2010s, he transitioned smoothly to TV, producing and starring in the highly acclaimed political series House of Cards.
For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted.
In 2017, after the 5th season premiered, Spacey was accused of sexual assault by actor Anthony Rapp in an incident from 1986. This prompted more individuals to come forward with their own allegations of sexual assault and harassment.
Shame on you for what you did to my son.
Spacey's career quickly collapsed. His contract with Netflix was terminated, and he was dropped from his future projects. Although he has been cleared of legal charges in these cases, Spacey's public reputation appears to be permanently damaged.
Even though they made the decision they made, which I think was a strange decision, a wrong decision, I believe it was a wrong decision.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Lance Armstrong. In 1 year, Lance Armstrong went from being one of the most celebrated athletes to an international pariah.
Who is that? That is a guy who felt invincible, was told he was invincible.
How did he manage that? Well, Armstrong had brought global attention to cycling by winning 7 consecutive Tour de France titles. Even more impressive, he achieved that remarkable feat after beating testicular cancer just a few years prior. Despite this acclaim, Armstrong was dogged by allegations of doping for years, which he consistently denied. Those allegations made headlines in 2012 when an investigation by the United States Anti-Doping Agency found that he not only used enhancement drugs, but also ran a doping ring.
I am really pleased that the truth came out, because that was something I never saw happening.
He was stripped of his record-setting titles and received a lifetime ban from the sport.
What do you say to those millions of people who believed?
I say, I understand your anger.
Are any of these celebrities worthy of a second chance in the spotlight? Let us know in the comments below.
My behavior was unacceptable.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.